Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. In today's episode, I decided I was like, you know what? Nah, I was gonna, wake up early, work on some content and stuff, but I was taking some breaks. I was scrolling through social media, and that was one of the things that I came across. Was I guess so? Kanye West is mad at the fact that Kim Kardashian is allowing their child to post on social media. And I get it, like I got into social media at an I would say like at a young age, but I was limited though. Like I wasn't allowed to get fully into it. I think I was like finally was, able to create a Twitter account, but I had no idea what I was doing on that Twitter account. I think when I had created a Twitter account I was 12, and I had followed Jim Carrey, and that was it. Like I think I was like 12, 13 or something like that. And yeah, but I was like, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. So I ended up deleting it because, at that age, when you're like in middle school, at least like elementary, middle school, you still a kid, you still gonna want to like go out, hang out with like, your friends, go on bike rides. Like I'm just over there saying like stuff I did when I was a kid and stuff. So I guess like your parents just don't overall want you to get older, but that's the thing though, like with the internet, they're making it more and more for kids every single day. Like you'll see and hear so many, and this is just me overall trying to, I guess, like defend, but I'm gonna be talking on like quite a few things, but I just wanted to talk on, this real quick, like with their, I believe their oldest child, being involved on the internet, but they're making the internet more for like kids her age. So like at some point in time, it's gonna be where infants, babies can be on the internet and stuff. But yeah, it's they're making it more and more for like kids her age, and I would imagine that there is some sort of like parental control, when it comes to that type of stuff. Like with YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, like they ain't gonna have it where she's just scrolling through and then she come across some crazy stuff. But there, I would imagine like Kim or whoever, is like, watching over, because I don't know if it's like Kim or if they got like a nanny, but I imagine like it is Kim or something. I don't know their household and stuff, but I would imagine that somebody is paying attention to what she's looking at and what she's doing, and not making sure she gets involved in the wrong stuff. And because I'm saying like look at all of the other kids, and I'm not like trying to, and I know that's gonna be like the first thing parents say is like, oh well, if these kids jump off a cliff, does my kid got jump off a cliff? No, ain't nobody. That's what I'm saying. It's like if your kid like knows what's good and what's bad, they obviously know like, yeah, there's some kids out there that that is doing some out of pocket stuff on the internet. But there are kids out there that are, they're involved in the internet and they just doing it for entertainment purposes. They want to be a YouTuber. They want to be a TikToker. They want to be a social media influencer. I mean, at the end of the day, what are they watching? They're watching social media influencers. What is Northwest, I believe that's the oldest child. But what is like, who are her parents? You have one parent where they're literally using his music for TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and all of that stuff. You have that parent, and then you have another parent where like literally she is like the like, I had to say what's that dang, like the what's that like them statue or them like head statues like out here somewhere with like the four presidents and stuff. I can't think of the name of it, but she's like, dang, what is the name of that? Oh no, that's good. All right, hold on. For president head statue mountains. They know, see people, Mount Rushmore. Like yeah, she is literally like on that mountain when it comes to social media. Like she, like Kim Kardashian, I had to say, she's like one of the, like, she definitely is like Thor when it comes to social media and stuff. Like, she's one of those, like, Greek gods on social media where it's like, nah, like, there's no other person in this world that can, besides her sisters and maybe some other, but nah, like, she's like the, like on the Mountain Rushmore when it comes to social media and stuff. So that's why I'm like, you are, at some point in time, you're gonna have to, like, you know, like, your daughter is gonna want to get involved in social media and stuff. So that's why I'm like, I need to turn my TV off because it's being distracting and crap. So, but your daughter is going to get involved in social media, especially with her two parents. It's bound to happen. You know, like, my thing is this, if I got into it at a young age or knew about it at a young age, and my parents, like, they're not, like, internet people, you know, like, they don't, like, have no social medias, none of that. But I got into it at a young age, all right? I got into it when I was, like, 12, 13 years old. And but I knew of it, like, before because of my sister. My sister was a social media person, and she still is till this day. And I remember she had MySpace. She'll talk about MySpace all the time. So, obviously, it's like, when you are surrounded by that, and you're gonna want to know about it. You're gonna want to get involved on it and stuff. So, yeah, I'm saying, like, but I know, like, for a fact that I did get into YouTube I know I might have, my main channel might have shown that I created my channel on August 3rd, 2010. I was already on YouTube before that. Excuse me. And, yeah, I was like, like, a kid is gonna get involved into the internet. Then when that's literally, like, today's entertainment, the internet, a kid is going to get involved. So there's no ways around it, all right? There's literally no ways around it. Plus, like I said, when having two parents that's very famous on the internet, you're going to want to, and I'm like, and that's the thing where, with Kanye, though, because I'm like, fam, you're worried about, I feel like what he's saying, and I'm not trying to be hateful, and I'm not trying to, like, be rude, but I feel like what he is saying is very hypocritical, and it's just out of nowhere. And it's like, fam, you have publicly attacked people on the internet numerous times versus your daughter that just wants to post a dancing video. I'm saying it ain't like she's out there posting, because I'm like, okay, how would that make you feel if she came out and had attacked you the way that you had attacked her mom? You know, like, I'm saying, like, you're gonna feel bad about that stuff. So it's like, that just doesn't even make any sense to me, where it's like, you'll go out and do some stuff like that. You know, you'll run to the internet on some stuff, but you're mad at your, you know, or the mother of your kids because she allows her daughter to go on it. And, like, I don't get that. I just don't get that. You know, when you're using it, but you don't want, like, that to me, I'm like, it's all about, you know, parental control and making sure your kid doesn't get involved in the wrong stuff. But I'm like, fam, you know, I don't get that. That's something that just don't make no sense to me. You know, I'm like, if you don't want your kid to get involved in the internet, then, like, you know, I'm not trying to say he's not involved in the kid's life, but I'm just saying, like, obviously there's something wrong, you know, when the kid is like, yeah, they want to be on the internet and stuff. Like, there's something going on. I'm just saying, like, you know, from my perspective, there's something missing to where, like, you know, the daughter will run to the internet first before, like, but I'm saying, like, that's literally every kid today. That is today's entertainment. Like, there's, you know, and especially my thing is this, where else, like, you know, talking on the daughter, where else is she going to go to at her fame? Like, I would imagine, like, yeah, she got, like, friends, celebrity, friend, you know, friends and all that stuff. Like, she, you know, might hang out with, Jay-Z and Beyonce's daughter, you know, like, I'm saying stuff like that. But it's not like she could go to a public school and see all her friends there. You know, if that's what she wants to do, she wants to follow her friends on social media. Or, you know, like, but yeah, I'm saying, like, all her friends, like, they're, you know, it ain't like she got, like, a, you know, like, yeah, but like I was saying, like, she ain't, like, going to no public show. Forgive me, because you know, I'm tired, and I haven't had no energy drink, and I know at some point in time I'm gonna go get me an energy drink. So I'm like, just forgive me if I sound tired or messing up on this episode and stuff. But I'm like, I am way too deep into this episode. I am not turning back. So, but anyways, now I want to overall talk on Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, because seeing this, it's not good for the kid. Where a kid is like in the middle and they're having to choose between parents and stuff. And I know Kim Kardashian is saying like she's trying to like work, on doing the co-parent stuff. And yeah, I'm like, like there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm like, yeah, obviously like the relationship is gone. Like, the divorce is y'all going through it and all that stuff. But, like I see that the whole like like this what's going on between them two, and I'm like it's sad, it's really sad that like that's how, because I know I was like rooting for them at one point in time. I was like, I hope that's a couple that stays for like until like they're in the times and stuff, because I'm like, nah, at one point I had to say, now I really don't care about the love stuff, but at one point when I was caring about it, I'm like, I'm rooting for them. And so now seeing where it's at, I'm like, hey, it's up to them on whether or not they want to like, do things with each other and stuff. But I have to say, like, the whole, like, the internet stuff, and I mean, like, talking with Kanye and things, I know people gonna be thinking, like, I'm going after Kanye. I'm not, I'm not going after, Kanye. I'm not trying to attack him. I'm not trying to, say anything rude towards him. But how he is acting when it comes to the internet and just overall, like, what he is doing. And that's the thing where I'm like, I really don't like talking on people's personal lives and what they got going on, because I'm like, it's no place or business for me to talk on that. But Kanye is obviously going through something. It is clear as day. He's going through something. And I'll have to say, I feel like what is the cause of it is him losing his mom, like, back those years ago. That's something where, like, a person ain't gonna fully recover from something like that. Like, that's still, it's either gonna be shown publicly or they gonna deal with that stuff privately. But something like that, you're not gonna let go of it. You're not. Like, I've had dreams about deaths, and it scars me still till this day. Dreams. Not actual, like no, dreams. And then deaths, I'm like, fam, I find myself where it's like friends. And then there's like outside family where I'm like, I still think about them till this day. So I would imagine, in his position, like, that has forever put a scar so deep within him that there ain't no recovery from that. And that's the thing where it's like, look, that's, the thing is that most, and I'm not trying to say like it's okay, like obviously it's not okay. It's like he lost his mom way too soon, but when I see his situation, I'm like, fam, like, I don't, like, that's where it's, you find yourself in a position where it's like, how can I help this person? Like, what can I say to motivate this person? Because what's going on now, like, with, you going out and attacking, your ex-wife's, like, going after, her and her family. Because I always think back when he had came out on that rant and was like calling Kris Jenner like Kris Jong-un or something like that's not cool, man. That's not cool at all. It's stuff like that where you guys sit down and think about it. Like, that, like, come on, bro. You can't, like, my thing, and, like, heaven forbid if they talked about his mom, because, like, I already know that will be an extremely bad situation. So I'm saying, like, stuff like that, where you do that and stuff, like, you can't expect a person, like, when you, because I would imagine that he's going through some pain himself, like, I mean, obviously he's going through some pain and stuff, but when you fight not more so fight your pain, but when your pain is being put out on other people, like you're finding ways around it, but you acting out on social media or the internet or in your music, and then you think like, oh, like this is like, if that, my thing is this, and I would really like to think that that's like, doesn't satisfy him, but if it does, like, bro, you gotta find another thing to satisfy you. And I feel like that, because Kanye, like myself, I'm pretty sure everybody knows that, but he's a religious man. God has put so many things in front of you to, like, I feel like God was really preparing him for that moment in his life, where, and I feel like that's maybe, well, I know he did do the album dedicated to his mom and stuff, but I feel like that there's still more in him, because like now, like I feel like, I guess, like, giving him the best advice that I could possibly give him, I still deal with things that I haven't publicly came out and talked on yet. Stuff that I deal with on a regular basis. And do I feel like it's affected my, day-to-day life, my personal life and business life and all of that? Yes, 100%. 100%. And so that's why I'm like, when I look at his situation, I'm like, fam, like, it ain't no different, but at the same time, like, I chose the route where I'm like, I'm gonna focus on bettering myself, helping out those around me, making people like laugh, smile. Like, that's like, and that's the thing where I feel like that a lot of people just don't realize or understand. I'm like, because I don't know, I haven't really seen, like, maybe he does on the low and we just don't see it, but, and I feel like he has in a way, like, have given back, when he comes out with his music, when he's coming out with clothes, shoes, and all of that. Like, he's doing stuff to, give back to people. But I feel like that you need to give back to people, not from a business perspective, but from a perspective where it just, you see happiness from it. Because that's like one of the things I love doing is going on to, like, my friends, like, Twitch streams or YouTube or TikTok and promoting them, like shouting them out, like overall having like good interactions with people, and I do feel like that he has, like, and I must say this, it is slowly progressing, but he's getting to that point where he is doing that, like where he's like not going after like photographers and stuff, like, or the paparazzi people. Like at one point it was like he was chill. I know there was like, he did get into some stuff recently, and yeah, like that's the thing, right? It's like you gonna find at times, like in situations in life where you get tested and you overall like are like trying to figure out like, well, dang, like, what do I do in this situation like this? You're gonna get cornered, but you have two choices. All right, you have two choices: have a positive interaction or a negative interaction. If you're going to go for the negative interaction, you're going to have a negative lifestyle. Like that. And then same way, but the other way around, for positivity and positive and all that stuff. But, if you want that lifestyle where it's just constant negativity and stuff, like, fam, like, then that's why you're in the situation that you're in now. Because like I said, you have your family, you have your music, you have your clothing brand. You literally have so many things in front of you. And it's like, even talking to myself on that same thing, it's like you have all those different things in front of you, but you still continue to do damage to yourself, because at the end of the day, this is damaging towards him. And Kim Kardashian, she came out in this post like talking on how like he, is attacking her for letting their daughter be out on social media and stuff. That's damaging towards him. People ain't looking at like Kim like, oh, this is, and my thing is this: when you put yourself in this situation where you're gonna be having a negative interaction with people, you're gonna feel like you're being attacked. Like, and I know for a fact that he feels like he's being attacked right now. And he's gonna probably come out in more things. He's gonna say it in videos, tweets, like everything possible, like overall, like talking on this matter. And it's like, bruh, like, where is this leading you? It's leading you, like, my thing is this. I feel like, and I've mentioned this before, that I feel like a lot of people, when they're in, like, tough situations in life, them tough situations is equivalent to being at the bottom of a hole. Now, some people's, hole may be, like, bigger than, that just sounds so weird saying that and stuff in a serious situation, but, like, be serious, okay? Like, that's when your mind is just you still in comedy mode and stuff, but anyways, jokes aside, like, people are in this hole in life, and you have a choice on whether or not you want to just continue being at the bottom of that hole or climbing your way out of it. Now, if you climb your way out of it, you can't look back. Because I feel like people look back and they all like, well, dang, like, I was chilled there. Like, I wasn't putting in all this hard work and effort, like, trying to climb out of it and stuff. But you have to. Like, that's literally what life is you putting in, like, hard work and being dedicated towards something. But when you find yourself comfortable, like, in just that, like, the bottom of that pit, the bottom of that hole, like, fam, you ain't getting out of it. Like, ain't nobody gonna pull you out. That's something where it's like people have to see you climb out so it can have, like, an interaction. Like, because I do feel like this, though, that even though that you're at the bottom of that hole, you can see other people in the same situation as you. It may be different. Their hole may be a lot more deeper. I feel like it's like, see-through holes where it's like you're seeing people, far deeper than you, but they climb up out of there like it's nothing. And then you may be like at a hole that ain't even that deep where it's like you could literally like step out of it and stuff because it's stuff that you've dealt with before. But then there's people that get in holes like far, like, deep, bruh. Like an abyss. Like, it's just pure darkness. Like, you don't see nothing. You don't, like, ain't nobody there to help you. Like, and here's the thing, though. If people jump in that hole to help you out and you still don't, like, you don't take that help, like, and you still just want to be at the bottom, that person gonna leave. I do feel like that's, equivalent to, like, Kim coming into his life. Like, she jumped down that hole. Like, she was put in a situation where I feel like, her career was overall on the line. And she did what she could. She seen that he was comfortable at the bottom of that hole, so she had to climb out. And now she's in her own little hole. And now she has to figure out a way to climb out of hers. But that's life. That is life. Everybody is in a hole. You gotta climb out of it, alright? So, I'm gonna make a post on that on Twitter because I'm like, I've seen some friends this morning posting about stuff. And I'm like, everybody's in a hole. You can't look back or feel comfortable being at the bottom of that hole. You gotta climb out, alright? So, but anyways, yeah, I just wish the best for everybody. I wish stuff like this, like, wouldn't happen because obviously, the media is just gonna run with it and stuff. So, if all I'm gonna do is just give advice on the situation, but anyways, yeah, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for, tuning in to today's episode. Stay tuned for the next, and peace.